So hello and welcome to another Counterpoint conversation. I am Marc Einstein, a research director at Counterpoint, and today we are coming to you live from GITEX 2025 in Dubai, and I have a very special guest with me today, who is His Excellency Mohamed Al Askar, who is a Director General at the DGE. So welcome and thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for your time. I'm happy to be here with you today.
So we're here at GITEX, which is now the largest AI expo in the world. And we're here at Abu Dhabi's booth, showing the numerous innovations that you have, which are very impressive. And it's been very interesting for me to understand that Abu Dhabi has a very clear goal to become the world's first AI native government by 2027, which is not that far away. So could you maybe start off a little bit by introducing where you are on that vision and maybe where you're looking to go?
So I'm personally responsible for something we call TAMM. And in Arabic, TAMM means consider it done. And this is our philosophy of how we want to interact with our customers. So TAMM, simply put, is the one-stop shop for everything in Abu Dhabi when it comes to government services. So what do you mean by one-stop shop? One app, one portal, one unified contact center, and unified service center. So in Abu Dhabi, anybody who wants anything, he can get it through TAMM. Around 1,100 services, 3.6 million users.
Wow.
They access the platform with over 100 million interactions on a monthly basis, doing everything they can do, from business to municipality to judicial, all type of government sectors, they can do it through TAMM. And the beauty today is 70% of those interactions are happening instantly. So the moment the customer submit, boom, he gets the requirement digitally on TAMM. And we're happy to say that today we reached above 92% satisfaction, and this is the effort of a collaboration between an ecosystem of government, private sector, and the most important ingredient into that, the customer himself. Because we have the philosophy, build it with the customer for the customer.
So TAMM is indeed a very impressive solution. A lot of people here have been very eager to show me how they use it. So I'd just like to know, what are some of the things that people are mostly using it for? Where has it been most impactful and beneficial to the people of Abu Dhabi?
So TAMM today enable everybody in Abu Dhabi to interact almost in everything they do. So from bill payment, you can do telecommunication, to fines, to water and electricity, and different type of utilities instantly through TAMM. Register your car, vehicles, you can get your building permit, land certificate, open a business through TAMM.
Open a business?
Yes,
wow.
Everything. It's everything done. Open a bank, buying and selling stock, see your credit score, see your health profile, etc. All of it can be done through TAMM, and that's the beauty of TAMM. And we're really proud that we say that we invested in Abu Dhabi into that platform. And today it's become the test bed for different type of AI use case. You said our vision to be an AI native government. And this is my responsibility along with my colleague in government entities to enable AI use cases throughout this platform. So the infrastructure is ready, now we are being playful. I can tell you a lot of use cases if you're interested. For example, if you walk in the city today, you see a pothole, you see a lighting is not working well, etc. You can simply take a photo, the AI will analyze it. You don't need to do anything else. That's it.
That's it.
The AI will analyze it
wow.
for you, will describe what's seeing. There is a pothole that will cause danger, there's a lighting, will cause people not to see at night, etc., etc. To write the description, will know the location, will send it immediately to the concerned government entity. And the beauty, I started with saying, we build it with the customer for the customer. So the moment the government fix it, nobody has the right to close that case except the customer.
Wow.
So he needs to approve, otherwise it will go back to be validated and be done again. And this is where we collectively working the three main parties to fulfill our leadership vision.
So TAMM is really empowering residents, not only making things easier, but there's an empowerment aspect, which I think is phenomenal. I live in Japan, and I have to go to City Hall every 2 or 3 weeks for something. So that's incredible. But I think something that I've also learned is that you've made a big announcement at GITEX about TAMM evolving to AutoGov. Could you maybe tell us what that means?
So as I mentioned, the foundation was ready, and last year we invested heavily in AI. So TAMM AI Assistant today, not just able to answer your question, not just able to analyze the customer behavior or even the agent behavior, see if they are performing well, being attentive to our customer. They can even go ahead and be personalized for you because they understand your data in a secure manner, and they can tell you, for example, what type of certificate will finish. We even went beyond that by enabling the AI assistant to do the service end to end. But last year it was reactive. So you go to the AI assistant, you ask him, I want to renew my passport, I want to renew my Emirates ID, I want to renew my car registration, and it will walk you in a very nice conversation without the need to go outside. Even private sector, for example, in the case of car renewal, will get you the insurance, and you do one payment at the end.
Wow.
And we said how we can push the AI a little bit further. And this is the idea of AutoGov came this year. AutoGov, simply, that AI assistant that will do it without you asking. That's simply put. So imagine when your national ID will expire, your business registration will expire, your driving license or car registration, the AI system will say to expire in 2 days. I will renew it for you. In 2 days, it would say, I got it done, and you can get the certification digitally. That's the whole concept.
So we've really moved far beyond a chatbot to something agentic that is doing things.
That's the whole philosophy. And imagine we were struggling to how we make it a zero effort experience, because even when digital, the guy has to go and have kind of clicks here and there. Although the service were around very mature, in 2 minutes you can fulfill a service, but we said even that 2 minutes, let's give it back to the customer, because that's our role. We want to make sure everybody in Abu Dhabi can enjoy our beautiful city, and we give him the time to do that.
I wish we had TAMM in Japan. It would make my life a lot easier, but that's incredible. So, but I understand that we're not stopping here, that there are more plans, and TAMM will continue to evolve. Could you maybe talk a little bit about where you see the future?
Honestly, we believe the future will be mostly more AI use cases. Now, if you ask me precisely to pinpoint exactly what we do, it's a very difficult question, because when we went from TAMM to 2.0 to 3, we struggled, but we managed to crack it with the AI assistant. This year, we again struggle. What will be the big jump? And we managed to crack with AutoGov. And we launched along with AutoGov, by the way, more than 200 features. But AutoGov was the main thing. I would invite you next year to come for TAMM 5.0, and let us show you something amazing again.
I can't wait. So another question that I would have is, when we talk about AI, I've spoken to some of your other colleagues, and they've said that, we're not implementing AI in Abu Dhabi for the sake of technology. We're doing it for the citizens. And you mentioned that you have a 92% approval rating. How do you incorporate feedback, and how do you make it something that is so highly, I mean, very few apps have that kind of high feedback.
If you recall, I said we design with the user for the user, and this is not simply a slogan. The main driver for the shift we had over the last 3 years, making us reach to this customer satisfaction, is the user themselves. We have a platform called AD Feedback, Abu Dhabi Feedback, where we capture, have 360 view of all the feedback of the customer, and each feedback is being read, addressed, and actioned. We launched, even along TAMM 4.0 today, a platform called TAMM by You. So anybody in Abu Dhabi or in UAE or even outside the country can come to this platform, publish his idea, the AI will analyze it, will filter it, will rewrite it in a nice way. After that, it gets published on the platform. Everybody in the world can see it, they can vote.
Wow.
And our job is to take that and make it into reality. And that's one of the few areas that we cater for the customer feedback. There is the labs we have, design labs, that people come into the design lab and we co-create the experience together. There is the beta testing program where a lot of this new feature, before it goes live, it goes to the super users they test it out, then it goes to the wider public. We have a UX lab where we bring people inside, they come and test different experiences so we can see which one is better before things go to public. So user is the integral part, because our bottom line in the government is satisfaction of the customer, and that's our
And
job.
so it sounds like your whole philosophy and approach to UX is very proactive instead of very reactive. I mean, this is something that's baked in and is leading to
If you
extraordinary
want success,
feedback.
you need to have both. You need to have the proactive, always anticipate, and the maturity, how to react when unknown comes. And that's the right blend, I think, we managed to put in place due to the support of the leadership, where this whole vision of TAMM is just a reflection of tiny of what they want us to bring to our customer.
Very, very interesting. So I guess, as I've even said from my personal experience, very few places in the world are advanced. Maybe nobody is as advanced as Abu Dhabi in terms of this kind of citizen empowering application driven by AI. But for other cities, for other countries that have ambitions like you, I mean, what advice would you give?
I would like to go back when we got this mission. So when we got this direction from leadership, we got a group of experts from around the world. And I remember one statement was mentioned by this expert, and I'm talking from leading digital countries. They said, this is humanly impossible. And if I get advice, just go ahead and do it. And trust the vision of your leaders. If the leaders decide this for you, just go and implement. Don't wait to theorize things and design it for 2 years, 3 years, how things go. Go try it, do it with the users, experiment, get the product out there, and refine. Otherwise, we'll go into a parallel analysis mode and we wait for a long time and nothing will get done.
Very interesting. And so could you talk a little bit more about the ecosystem that has really come together to enable the TAMM app?
Our main ingredient in that ecosystem is the government, which are or let me take that one step back even, I would say the service provider, which is the government, and the private sector, because on TAMM, private sector also provides the services. You have the private sector as developers, which help us to co-create the experience from partners, from tech enabler, from technology products, etc., and the customer themselves. Those three parties, when they play together well, I believe we can do wonders. And that's why we have a very mature product here in Abu Dhabi that in many other countries, you will see they are struggling to reach where we are.
Amazing. So that was a very interesting look at the TAMM app, both, I think the journey that you've been on to make it, but not only that, but where it's also going in the future. So I am really looking forward to...
I actually invite you and everybody else who's listening to this to come and see the app itself, because the moment you see it, your impression will be totally different. And I always like to say, when whoever seeing it, they always lean to each other and say, is this reality or this is a demo? And I will tell you, this is a reality. It's happening right now in Abu Dhabi.
It's very, very exciting. So I thank you very much, Your Excellency, for your time. And I thank everyone for watching.